Peggy Yenting Chile Benyam Gilerim Sensi Nankenyon Tambishu. Gigini Tugu Pamanibo Yin Shesu Urela. Tuje Yargi Jism Chinka. Sedan Dembe and Gigin Gokodini, Loration Chirtugu. Gain Tenzicasan lag in the Debil Long Nistagu Ringla. Pidu Kimde Cabgon, Dasho Pugim Lodenala. E Gigin Nantanang Muredu. Lobtu Sola Shing Gitola, Ramdi Shugutam Mayimper. Dulam Sangbushik Tuber, so Pamata. Nyamdu Gigin Sogani Tugain Gatcheshenangu. Ting the Chile Benyam Giletin di Nala, Gigin Shigitushu or Sigbushugi.
When I was a child, studying in my school, I used to see my teachers, especially my English teacher, Mrs. Saroja Balasubramaniam. I used to be very impressed by her. The way she used to teach English, the way she used to teach the poems, singing songs, I used to adore her. She was like my role model. I really liked her a lot. And then right from that time, I felt that when I grow up, I need to become a teacher like her. And then, as you know, that I told you, I was sponsored. My sponsor, Mr. Harald Richter from Germany, he also used to tell me that when you grow up, you must learn to serve your own people. You must serve your community. And during my holidays, when I used to go home, even my parents, they always tell me, Pomo, chambu chasuna, they always used to tell me this. So, I kept on hearing these things, and then I felt that, yes, I must, work in a Tibetan school, even though all my entire education was among Indian students. His Holiness always used to advise us. He often says this, which means that we must give modern education to our children. At the same time, we need to teach them about our unique identity, about our rich culture, tradition, and all these things, they are on our shoulders. We need to influence the children. We need to teach them everything so that our Tibetan children, who are going to be our tomorrow's leaders, they must be able to go shoulder to shoulder with today's children in the world. So I think we have a very big responsibility. Keeping these things in mind, we need to be very, very careful and cautious in dealing with our children and in shaping their future. I did not come across any kind of particular problems, but then children with different kind of behavior, some students being very short-tempered, some are very rude, and some children are very poor in education. These things are very, very common. And as for me, whenever I have a student with some behavior problems, I often call them aside and I advise them from time to time. Yeah, we do have such students in classes. And in case of some students who are very weak in studies, I used to call them to my room whenever I have free time, and then I give them some kind of guiding. I teach them, and then I make them learn certain things. And when they have learned it and they show it to me, I try to appreciate their work. I try to encourage them by giving them some things like snacks to eat, or maybe I give them a pen, a notebook, and then, the children gets encouraged. And then they keep on asking, Gela, should I come tomorrow? Gela, do we have the class the next day? Even they begin to take interest. So in this way, I always try to help the students, and I try to change their behavior as much as I can. For example, in this poem, The Solitary Reaper, the first stanza says, Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself. Alone she cuts and binds the grass, and sings a melancholy stream. So this is how we recite the poem. Suppose if I read the poem like this, Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself, alone she cuts and binds the grass. You don't enjoy this. So please remember, poems are always enjoyed. In these 29 years of service, the one thing that I've learned is, teacher's job is not at all an easy one. Like I used to feel, wow, teacher's job is so nice, it's so easy. No, it's not at all. Because we have a very, very huge responsibility of shaping their future. So we are the ones who influence them, who give them a very big impact. We are the ones, who think about their future. That is Mitsedulam, we need to think about that. We have to shape it. We are the ones who are laying the foundation for this. So whenever I'm teaching in the class, sometimes, we get angry, we lose our temper, and then we shout at them. But after that, I call my students, those particular students, I advise them. And I always try to control myself. I try to speak to them very carefully. In 1993 and some years after that, children had very limited resources. Whatever the teacher teaches in the class and also from the books, reference books in the library, the children got knowledge from these things. But today's children, they have plenty of resources. Especially technology has made a lot of advancement. And so children have access to internet. Every child has a mobile. And not only this, compared to the parents of children of those times, today's parents, most of them are educated, and when they go for their holidays, they have help from their parents. Their parents are educated, they can guide their children, they can help their children apart from technology. But in those days, children, they had only knowledge from teachers and by referring books. And then the other difference, what I noticed is that in those days, even due to limited resources, children were really very hardworking and their results were really wonderful. But today, the children have plenty of facilities, but they have lost the skill of hard work. Children take things very easily. So I feel that children need to be more hardworking. So when they work hard, along with the resources around them, I'm sure that they can come out with colorful results. I would like to suggest to the upcoming teachers is to make your teaching very effective. I think, the most important thing is we need to know the background of the children. Because in a class, there are children coming from different backgrounds. So the very first thing, teacher must know about each and every student's background. What kind of family are they coming from? Only then we can, guide them in the proper channel. We can understand their problems and then we can help them according to it. Some children may have family problems, some children may have financial problems, different kinds of problems. So, like to make a sound, we clap both hands. In the same way, if we know the children's background and then we teach according to that, then the result, teaching and learning process will go on very smoothly, and I think that the children can also come out successfully. And as for today's youngsters, the only thing that I want to tell them is, please remember, education is very important. Like in English, we have a proverb, a man without education is like a bird without wings. A bird cannot fly without its wings. In the same way, wherever you go, to any part of the world, I think education is the only weapon that will help you lead a very successful life, a happy life. So please don't waste this opportunity and use the best use of this opportunity. Go to schools and get your education. Please don't waste this, and also learn to work hard.
Lezen dine gegengi chale tolani tuyun yugen sur tugen soyo bir rewa tanta. Pögi nyenjin sigen yola chilo sarben samdishu.